It was just like any other Friday evening, May the 10th, 2024. But up above, a cosmic spectacle was brewing, one that would set the night sky ablaze and bring millions of people together to witness a once-in-decades event. The online chatter in the days prior was of a huge sunspot group that had formed on the sun. Sunspot AR3664 had grown to a size 15 Earths wide, and it was facing directly towards our planet. This had the potential to release a coronal mass ejection, a huge explosion of plasma and magnetic fields out into space. A strong coronal mass ejection, or CME, would cause a geomagnetic storm in Earth's atmosphere, producing intense and magnificent aurora displays even to lower latitudes, such as southern England. So, as I sat at home and the aurora red alerts flashed on my phone for an incoming geomagnetic storm, I felt a sense of possibility. Was this it? Should I ditch the Netflix film I was watching and head out? I couldn't really understand what was going on anyway. But the British weather always seems to have the last laugh, sending us force 10 gales and horizontal rain whenever there's a meteor shower going on or anything remotely interesting happening in the night sky. But it had been clear and sunny weather all day long, and it still was as the sun was going down. So I started to spread the word that aurora may be visible. May be visible. As in, a lot of things in astronomy, nothing is guaranteed. But tonight, nature was indeed putting on a show, and we weren't going to miss it for the world. Despite past disappointments and unpredictable weather, I grabbed my tripod and ventured out into the night. At 9:30 p.m, I found myself in the dark solitude of a nearby rural churchyard, eyes fixed on the northern sky. But it remained annoyingly normal. Undeterred, I stayed with it for some time, persevering, as the patient are more often than not handsomely rewarded. And I was determined to see the elusive northern lights from England. But there was nothing happening up there. So, defeated, I eventually decided to start walking back home. The wheels had fallen off. The promised Aurora Spectacular had fizzled away to diddly squat. But while walking back home, I still kept my eye on the sky. Then, all of a sudden, at around 11 p.m, just when I was about to reach my front door, there it was. A subtle shift, a whisper of something moving in the darkness directly overhead. Or was it? Was it real, or just my mind playing tricks? No, it was real. There was definitely some kind of activity going on. The sky looked like it was moving, almost like it was alive. The massive solar material sent millions of miles across space was now starting to collide with Earth's atmosphere. I made it to a local field and set up my tripod as the sky began to ignite in a symphony of colour and light. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. To my eyes, I could easily see the structure of the aurora, though the colours were more subtle compared to the vivid views through the camera. Apparently, the rod cells in a human eye are not so great at picking up the colours in low light, especially red. But this ability can vary from person to person, and there was a lot of red to this particular northern lights display. Our cameras don't have the limitations that our eyes might have, and so capture the full range of stunning hues that nature intended. I could see a core of some kind to the aurora directly overhead, with huge tendrils coming off and going down to the horizon. It looked like some giant octopus sitting over the sky. I wasted no time in capturing every moment, every brushstroke of nature's incredible light tapestry. Time stood still as a cosmic ballet unfolded high above, and the rest is history, a night to remember for so many people. Here's a great photo of the aurora from Louise Guy, taken by her kids. Really loving those purples and blues set against the silhouette of the trees. And Sarah Webb got this great shot of the aurora from our balcony in Altrincham, Greater Manchester, despite the light pollution. and this one from Wembley, Derbyshire. A few, unfortunately, missed the main show. But here, Laura Sinfield got this stunning shot of the waxing crescent moon while watching the sky. And this is a great shot of the Aurora looking directly overhead from Keswick in the Lake District by James Cowan. This one is by Paula Austin from Rhyl in North Wales, as the light pollution is no match against this historic Aurora event. I love the way the stars of the plough in Ursa Major can be seen in many people's photos behind the shimmering curtains of colour. Like this one by Off the Wheaten Track, with beautiful pinks and greens and the plough far beyond. Incredibly, there were at least 7 coronal mass ejections from the huge sunspot in this rare solar event that bathed the Earth in stunning curtains of light and colour. And it was the first G5 level geomagnetic storm to happen since way back in 2003. You might have witnessed or photographed the red aurora. That dazzling crimson hue is a result of solar particles interacting with oxygen atoms in the atmosphere, a spectacle over 150 miles high. Or those gorgeous rippling curtains of emerald green. They're born from the same oxygen atoms, but at lower altitudes, painting the sky with their ethereal glow. And don't forget the otherworldly shades of purple, a canvas crafted by the solar storm hitting nitrogen atoms at 60 miles high and above. What a night to remember it was. An occasion where thousands upon thousands of people across the country witnessed and shared in a historic and rare event, together with millions of people across the globe. Thanks for joining me today and for all your photos and comments. And don't forget, keep looking up.